Alrighty, we're going live in 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back to Coffee Talks. I'm Henry.
And I'm Storm.
And we're just two dudes drinking coffee, talking about stuff. We've got kind of a special episode for you. We're going to have our first guest onto the podcast.
Shh.
We're going to have a I Don't Know onto the podcast. Top secret. What are we drinking today, Storm?
You got it.
We're all doing iced. And we're drinking different stuff. It's from Fourier. I'm sorry. Is there a bomb overhead?
Might have been. We got a different mic set up right now today, just because someone wanted consistency, I guess, for this episode. But first sip, not too bad.
That's pretty good.
Is there any flavor in mine? Do you know?
Yeah, there is. You have vanilla. I have caramel. Finley has. Fuck.
God, you're an idiot.
I said. I don't know. Anonymous has.
Dicky.
So, how's your day going?
Not too bad. It's been a good day.
Nice.
It's pretty productive. Went on a bike ride this morning.
Right on. Where'd you ride?
I went up number 2 Canyon. And it was sick. There was only like one spot where there was some snow that I went on this trail.
Was it like bad enough that you had to walk, or could you?
Mm-hmm. Because it was just like it was soft, but like not.
Is it the one corner? You know, that's like really always in the shade. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is that the
right when you start going downhill on easy Monday? Yeah. But everything else was super sweet. There was a lot of like tiny branches and whatnot on the trail, but I mean that's pretty usual for early season.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. How about you?
I went skiing. I haven't skied in like 2 months, and I skied on May 1st, and it was crazy. To say that I skied on May 1st. It was warm. I skied in what I'm wearing now, which is shorts and a t-shirt.
Made it.
I got a little cold. Mark, one of our friend's dads, like, I was, at a certain point I had taken my shirt off, and I had like stopped, and then he came and he like sprayed me, and it kind of really hurt. Here, I can show you the video. It was...
I don't care. Put that away.
I'm holding it.
No phones on set.
No phones on set. Bro, look at this. Look at this asshole. That hurt, man.
Can you...
I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah, I went skiing at Bull 5. It was very... What's the word? Sticky? Sticky. It was very sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of threw you all over.
I believe that. So...
Backtrack.
Oh, yeah.
2 days.
2 days, yeah, because today's Sunday.
State Ensemble was on Friday. State Solo was on Saturday.
Yeah.
I didn't go on Saturday. I had no solos, but you went.
I did go on Friday and Saturday. I performed at 8 a.m. First one.
On Saturday.
Yep.
How'd it go?
It was good.
You win?
I don't know. I haven't gotten my results back.
He didn't win. I looked at the WIA.
What did I get?
It doesn't say. It just gives you top 3.
Oh. Anyways, yeah, it was good. I feel like I had a decent performance. Definitely could have been better in some spots, but the big thing that really killed me was just like my legs got like jello-y.
Oh.
So like it just threw me off. I had a hard time trying to keep a steady beat going by tapping my feet, you know.
I got you. Did you take your shoes off? Mm-mm. My mom thought it was so for wind ensemble. like the varsity performing group at the high school, we always take our shoes off, or one shoe to tap your foot so it's quiet. And then we also wear like crazy socks usually. My mom thought it was so weird. She was like, why'd they all wear socks? And you guys weren't even matching socks. Some of you guys had like crazy socks on. You guys could at least wear. I was like, Mom, that's the idea. She's like, blah, 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 blah.
No, because I tap with my heel, so it's not as loud.
I
So
gotcha.
don't worry about
I gotcha. Yeah, stayed on the day before went well, I thought, for wind ensemble.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I had,
And then like watching that video back again, doesn't sound as good anymore.
it does not sound as good as it felt.
No?
I will say though, I thought, so I performed in 3 groups that day: small men's, large men's, and large woodwinds. I thought small men's, I thought I had fun singing and I thought it went well, but I listened back and I was like, wow, that sounded a lot better than I thought. I had the opposite thing happen with wind ensemble. I was like, man, that went really well. Like, that was the best thing yet. And then I listened back and I was like, oh man, that was really not that great. But yeah, we don't know what scores wind ensemble got. Small men's 14, we got 1-1-2. Large men's got 1-2-2.
So what does that? Does that equal out to like 1 and 2, or like 1 minus and 2?
I do not
Plus.
know, but that's what the 3 judges gave us.
I would imagine that's how it would be. But yeah, no, I am glad that that's my last time going to state.
I gotcha.
It's
Yeah.
like obviously I had the option to. But like we go to Central Washington University, and it's just kind of like it's packed, especially on Friday. It was packed. It's hot in a lot of the rooms, and then it's freezing cold in some of them. This is just
Yeah.
me complaining about how it wasn't up to my standards, and it's just like
It was a little chaotic, I will say.
Yeah,
It was a
really-
little like, holy shit, did they really know that there were going to be this many people? I mean, it's their first time hosting since COVID was going on. Like, they definitely, it felt like they were a little overwhelmed, and the whole thing was a little weird.
yeah.
Dude, the dude that announced Fortune, he called us Winnetache. He's like, please welcome Fortune Hunters from Winnetache High School from Winnetache, Washington. And so then I was in the same room again with the same announcer, and I was like, I can mess with him. And our choir director, MC, was there, and I was like, hey man, it's actually pronounced Winichi. You said it wrong. And MC was like, hey, don't mess with him. That's not how you say it either. And the guy was like, trust me, I'm from Washington. I know how to say it. And then MC and I started laughing, and then we didn't correct him.
And he messed up saying it again.
He said
didn't
Winnetache again.
That's funny.
So
It's funny too that he was just like, yeah, I'm from Washington, but yet you're like from Wenatchee. Like you'd think he'd want to like believe you.
Yeah.
Coming from.
yeah.
Anyways,
So you have anything else about state that you want to get off your chest? I thought it was fun. Like, we watched some cool groups.
yeah, we watched some really cool groups. I was really impressed with our mariachi.
They were so good.
Both groups were really good. I definitely liked the first group's piece a lot more though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good trip. I enjoyed it. Stayed the night at my cabin Friday night, so I wouldn't have to like drive over super early, and saw Elliot and Emmy at my solo, which was pretty sick to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good day. And then Elvis started texting me and was like, is Henry with you? And I was like, no, isn't he supposed to be at work? 'Cause he was like texting me at like 8 a.m. And he's like, no. And I'm like in the car with Ellen, and she calls Finley and whatnot, and you were at work.
Well,
Or you made it to work eventually.
I had maybe slept in. Okay. I had gotten home late that night after state.
No, you didn't.
Well, I went and did other stuff, but then at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I got home late. Okay.
How late? What time?
12. So then, my alarm's set, and my phone's dead, but I plug it in. I go to bed. And I wake up, and when I wake up, I'm like, and I go to check my phone, I'm like, oh, shit. My phone's still dead. Fuck. And I like instantly was running. I was like, Alexa, what time is it? And there was no Alexa, and I ran upstairs. Alexa, Brendan, what time? It's 8. And I was like, Alexa, what time is it? And she's like, it's 8:11 in the morning. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm supposed to get to work at like 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
So finally I like run to my parents' room and I plugged my phone in. And my phone instantly turned on and was at 20%. I don't even know how that worked, but I had a couple texts from Teddy.
Why did you have to plug it in your parents' bedroom?
Because it was the only charger, because my charger is broken. Which I learned when my phone didn't charge. So I'm a little peeved at this point, and I'm like, well, I gotta go. So I just got dressed as fast as I could. I ran out the door. Police, if you're listening, I'm still a reformed driver, and I went the speed limit the entire time.
No, he didn't.
So, and then I make it, and then I make it to work, and then Elvis calls me, and they were super cool about it. Like, they're like, hey man, like, it totally happens, like, no worries. I was like, oh, thank God I'm not fired.
Why would you be, was that the first time being late?
Yeah, I've never been late before.
It's nothing to be, like, you shouldn't be worried about being fired.
Well, I don't know, I feel like in most places they would fire you. Especially when
you want to know how many times I was late to open at Dutch Bros?
Well, Dutch Bros is different. It's a bunch of teenagers that work there.
It's a bunch of teenagers that work at the Yogi Grind. There's no difference.
Yeah. Well, slept in for work. Yeah. So, I don't know. I slept in for work, and it ended up the day went fine. It all got worked out. Wait, what day was that? That was Saturday?
Mm-hmm. Saturday morning.
Oh, wait, what else was on Saturday? Oh, hey! We had prom on Saturday.
There was one other thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, just kidding. What else happened on... Did it happen on Saturday?
I think... It didn't happen Saturday. This is a little bit... This was, like, beginning of the week. And... basically, kind of some backstory. Wenatchee High School, we have... So in Wenatchee, we have Apple Blossom, right? And we got the royalty. They do the whole princess thing, right? And then at the high school, they do what they call Mr. Panther, which is like the male version of it. And the whole time, like, this is just like a popularity contest. There's no reason for me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow I made it to top 10.
My man.
And it's like, I mean, if people want me to be top 10, I might as well do something. So I'm not going to talk about what, like, my plan is.
Is it what we had talked about?
What did we talk about? Potentially. We'll see.
Okay.
But the theme is, like, hot hits. So, like, current, like, music artists that are, like, kind of blowing up.
That would totally work, your idea, though.
Uh-huh. And so, playing around with some ideas. But yeah, I was not expecting that.
That's sick. Good for you.
Just like how you probably weren't expecting with the Cascades.
Sorry. Okay, so I was contracted to march with the Seattle Cascades Drum and Bugle Corps. Drum and Bugle Corps, DCI, is basically like summer marching band. Like, it's just like summer marching band. Basically, I was contracted, and then all of a sudden, can you stop breathing so loud? Jesus.
I can't help it.
It's okay. Just stop breathing. And then all of a sudden, it was like Tuesday, and they had canceled the camp that was supposed to be going on this weekend. But I already wasn't going to make it to the camp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because I had like prom and all this in-state.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. And I told the Cascades. And then they canceled the camp. Like, pretty late notice. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, we're folding. This is it. Like, the Discord with everyone, and it's like, it was nice knowing you guys. This is over. And so they had a Zoom meeting on Wednesday. I hopped on, and they were like, we're not folding, but we're not fielding. And what that means is
They're folding?
it means that they're not doing a show this year. Like they're not doing a camp, they're not doing a tour. It's nothing. They didn't have enough people. Financially, they just couldn't do it.
Uh-huh.
So at this point, I'm a little bummed, and I'm kind of in a breakdown. And everyone's like, "Oh no, you're not doing drum corps." But no, this is not how it ends. So they were like, "But if you still want to march, we're gonna send a thing out to all the drum corps in the country." So I said, "Okay, sweet." So I put down my information. They sent it to every single drum corps in the country, which is insane. Like, that's a lot of people. And so, a lot of drum corps. So then at this point, I'm freaking out. Like, who the hell am I going to march with? And so I wake up the next morning, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I can march with the Colombians. They're like the Cascades. They're in a lower division, but they do a shorter tour, so that you're not gone as long, and they're not quite as good TBH as the Cascades, but it's what you expect with an open corps.
So, is there like possibility of them having more kids being like in a higher?
So it's not on numbers that puts you in world or open.
Really?
It's the corps just chooses whether they want to compete in that or not.
So when do they have to like their mind's already made up, right?
Yeah, they're an open corps. They could switch to world, I think, at some point, but I think they really like being open. A lot of people, especially in like high school and college, really like open because usually they do a shorter tour and you get like a month of summer. Right?
Yeah.
Which is really which is appealing. Like, even to me, like, I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. Like, I'd be all about that. So anyways, I'm probably gonna end up marching for that, but I sent some video auditions into some bigger drum corps that had emailed me. And if I could get into them, that would be really cool, but I'm not expecting it. So, and I think I'd be really happy at the Colombians too. I already know some of the staff, and yeah.
Does
Speaking
Isaiah march with them?
We don't use names. But I think so.
He does.
Speaking of the Cascades, Finley! Quiet. So your name, age, gender, and eye color.
My eye color?
Okay, whatever. Here's Finley Otley.
Oh, I get coffee now?
Now
Yes.
What are you drinking?
But yours is like gonna be halfway done and
We're kicking you off if you start complaining.
Drink. Tell us what you think.
No.
that's actually good.
Nice.
How was your day today, Finley?
Really good. I'm
Yeah.
tired, but really good. I
Who?
didn't really sleep last night.
Why's that? Is it because we had prom yesterday?
Woo! Transition. So we had prom yesterday. Backtrack. Stop. Red light. Finley, tell us a little bit about yourself for the Coffee Talks audience that doesn't know us. While you do that, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a blanket. I'm cold.
I'm Finley, and I'm Henry's girlfriend, and that's the only thing of importance about me. I don't do anything else with my life but hang out with Henry.
Sad. He's getting naked right now.
Do I need to talk about my day?
Oh, yeah. I thought I already asked you how
You
your day
asked
was
how
going.
my day was, but can I...
Yeah.
What did I do today?
No, now we're going to talk about prom.
Oh,
This is
okay.
your first rodeo, obviously.
God. Now we're on prom. God, you should know this. Did you enjoy prom last night, Finley? What did we do? You tell us what we did. Give us the
Do
whole
you want me to give
rundown.
my day? Like what I did?
No, prom.
No one cares about you
who
spending
gives
money
two
on
shits
getting your
what you
hair
did?
done.
That was not me. That was my mom. If my mom
Still.
wants to pay for something, she can go right ahead. What Henry and I did, or what we did as a group?
I think what we did as a group was...
Oh, okay. We took pictures with Elvis. Shout out to Elvis. He likes how he always gets mentioned in the podcast.
Bro, oh, fuck. We weren't supposed to talk about him.
Why?
Why?
He said that we talk about him in every episode.
Well, you talk about me in every episode, so.
Not in this episode.
You guys suck.
Okay, here. I'll give the rundown.
We
She's
went
doing all
and
You're doing a bad job, dude.
we took pictures. It was fun. Then we ate at Atlas Fair, and it tasted good. Henry didn't like the food. I liked the food. Storm liked his food. Ellen liked her food. And then we went to the dance, and we stood there for a little bit. And then Henry wanted to leave, so we all left.
This is my favorite part.
And then we went to Storm's, and they, like, put some lights up or something. And then we went to Henry's, and we sat in this large hot bath. And then we
An orgy.
parted our ways.
Yeah, that was pretty accurate.
Had the salmon at Atlas Fair.
I had their nudes, and it had shrimp, and it was so fucking salty.
Yeah, it was, like, disgustingly salty. Yeah, you already finished your coffee?
Sorry, I'm really thirsty.
What did you have for dinner?
I had mushroom risotto, and it was very delicious. And Ellen's mashed potatoes and vegetables were very good.
Ellen's mashed potatoes were so good. I could eat her potatoes all
You
day.
should have got the steak.
I wish I would have gotten the steak. It was so good.
It was a good steak.
I had like a fourth of her steak after she was done with it.
Nom.
Because I got the salmon. Because I was like, man, both
I'm sorry.
of them sound really good. And I was like, well, Ellen's coming. She's definitely going to get the steak. And I know I'll be able to eat some
Yeah,
of it
she ate
after.
like 3 bites.
No, she ate quite a bit.
I don't like steak, so.
Oh boy.
I wish I would have got the chicken one instead of the mushroom one. The mushrooms weren't very good, but the risotto was.
Storm, how was prom for you? Did you have fun?
No, I did not. No, it was good. I really enjoyed it. Dinner was good. I was pretty impressed with the actual dance at the high school.
Dude,
I mean, it was just
they did
like
a good job. Like,
it was just
putting
like every other dance, like just like a bunch of like high schoolers like on crack or like
Yeah. Drunk.
intoxicated. Yeah, just dancing around in a big old huddle.
Sweating their balls off.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
Can you explain why you don't like it?
Yeah, come on.
I thought ASB did like a really good job, like putting like it looked really cool in there, like a lot cooler than I thought it was gonna look.
I think it just looks so cool because the lights were off. I think that helped.
And they had the fog machines and
What fog machine?
Yeah,
there was
a fog.
definitely a
I
fog
didn't see
machine.
that. I didn't see one.
I don't know. It's just really not my thing. Like you saw, like when we went to the Young Gravy concert. Like
God, yeah, you were just standing there.
I just feel so awkward. Like I don't know. It gives me like a lot of social anxiety. Like being in that room. I don't know. It's just like really uncomfortable.
Yeah, this guy says hi to every single person he sees.
Well, I just want to. Well, I also like that's like the fun part to me is like saying hi to people and like catching up. But like when there's
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't
in my
help when
ear.
the music is so loud.
music
Yeah,
was
it
really
was
loud.
like my ears hurt afterwards.
I don't know. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah,
I don't know who Finley's gonna go with next year. But just kidding.
But yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed coming up to my house and just like hanging out,
Oh, that was way
just
better.
hanging on the deck.
Yeah, I'm cool like dressing up, like going get dinner.
Henry, we weren't even there for that long. We were there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we were.
Way too long for me.
It was not that long.
I'm responding.
Oh. I just got an email from the school, and there's something on there. 2 things I want. It's saying that if you don't exit from the main office and they see you exit from a different exit, that they will not allow you to re-enter the high school for the rest of the day.
No way.
Like, that is so stupid.
Wait, let me read
How
this.
are they gonna like? What if I just come back with a different outfit on?
I don't know.
How are they gonna know it's
I
me?
don't get it. Like, I don't get how these certain things of, like, not letting you in 15 minutes at the end of the period, I don't understand how
It's
this
so stupid.
does anything but ruin attendance.
It's dumb. And, like,
So they're like that's just would make kids want to leave more. Like, oh, I'm out of here, and like now I don't even have to come back.
During lunch, I'm gonna go, Mr. Niguez.
bye-bye.
Bye. What's he gonna do? Not let me in?
It's so stupid. And then like you go to East. Remember when we went to Eastmont and we
Yeah.
literally just walked in. Like, we were
Yeah.
expecting to have to like go to like the office and get like a visitor's note or something, but there was no one there checking IDs or anything. Like they were like during lunch, but you would think that they would be checking IDs or something.
That is weird. It was during lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally the door was just open. Like,
Yeah.
so
Just
like
wide
It was
open.
like an open campus. I know,
It's
that's
like
why I wanted
really
to
cool.
that's why I grabbed
Oh,
the blanket.
Henry, are you excited to state test in a few weeks?
I'm not going. I don't believe in it.
You guys are doing state testing. That's still a thing. I thought they got rid of it after like COVID.
Running start, people don't have to, though.
I would hope I wouldn't have to.
It's for
What's it gonna
10th
do?
and 11th graders. What do you mean? You're just going to opt out?
I mean, what does it do? Like, maybe I'll
Lets
show
you
up.
graduate?
No, I thought I already met all those graduation
It's
requirements.
the science ones.
Fuck! I haven't taken science in 2 years. I don't remember how to science.
They're like shorter ones, though. But that means that our whole week that week will be like those short days.
Yes. Wait, except if I get up early. So I'm just gonna try and get it done in a day. Yeah. Fuck state testing. Frick state testing.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I remember we were like my class was in the middle of like some like state test before COVID happened. And then I was just like, oh, okay. But so yeah, Apple Blossom started though. It's a big deal.
What?
Jesus Christ. Apple Blossom started?
What's that?
Oh, it's just this big festival thing that happens in the valley. Bunch of like food vendors come.
They all eat apple blossoms.
Yeah, that's all we do.
We fry them. We dip them in hot oil. We put
Mhm.
them in sugar.
No, it's kind of a big deal.
Henry,
They bring like a carnival here, and then in the park downtown they have all these food vendors, and there's like live music and stuff. And
Do you guys want to go to the carnival?
no, I thought you literally don't. You don't even like
Yeah, I don't want
carnivals.
to go at all.
I would only go if someone bought like my
Yeah,
wristband.
Rob said you have to take me.
I'm not taking you. Rob can take you.
Rob, like
Yeah.
Roberto.
Yeah, he was like, Finley, is Henry gonna take you to the carnival this week? I was like, you think Henry takes me places?
Hey,
And he's like, he's your boyfriend. Shouldn't he pay for you to go to the carnival?
Dude,
no one wants to go to the carnival.
I'm sorry.
don't want
If you're a senior and you still rave about the carnival, there's something wrong with you.
It's like the same rides every year, and they're just sketchy and stupid and make you feel like you're gonna vomit afterwards.
Yeah, I'm just bummed that I can't like drive past it anymore since it's like across.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
river.
it's so weird. It's in East Wenatchee when it's like
I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
in
the
the mall parking
Wenatchee
lot.
apple blossom. I guess it's the valley, but still.
I mean, it's just weird that it's not close to the food fair
Yeah.
anymore. Like it's so far away.
I wonder why the town Toyota Center didn't want it.
I think
Or the park. It used to be in the park.
Well, no, they don't do that because it like ruins the grass and.
Well, yeah, because they used to do it down by the river, but apparently it was too much stress on that wall.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because you got the river right there. But no, yeah, Apple Blossom started. Me and Ellen watched the Kitty Parade yesterday.
How was that?
It wasn't too bad. I was pretty impressed with our middle school bands, and especially Cashmere's. Holy Toledo.
Toledo.
Did they sound good?
They sounded really good and they looked good. Foothills definitely looked the best out of our 3 middle schools in town.
Who sounded the best?
It was pretty.
I never watched Orchard. I've been to Pios and Foothills.
It was like a tie between Foothills and Pioneer. They both sounded pretty
Really?
good. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was super cool watching that. Kashmir had like they have like a drill team, but like instead of like using pom poms, the
Betas.
drill coach or whatever was like, "Oh, we're gonna use flags this year," and it looked sick. It was like 50 kids just like twirling these flags
It
around.
was 38.
Get her out of here. Kick her out. Finley, how's your coffee?
It's like way better than I thought it would be. Because
Strong?
last time I went there, they gave me a pumpkin spice latte instead of the drink that I ordered. And which is even stranger because it's on an app. So how do you mess up what
Yeah, don't you
somebody
have to like
orders
order
on
ahead
the
of
app?
time?
Yeah. Henry, talk about the app. Did you like it?
Oh, whoa. That made a weird noise. Oh,
Stop.
my God. The app was, like, awesome. It was, like, really intuitive. It was fun to use. It was, like, pretty. It was, like, well-constructed. Like, it was just an overall really great experience that I would recommend again.
Their food's really good, too.
And the food in the pictures looked really good.
Also, you pronounced it, like, very wrong earlier. It's
Far-
it's foray.
Farah.
Foray.
They chose a stupid name.
Foray.
That's a
And
stupid
they
name.
serve Mela coffee.
Isn't it owned by
that's,
Mela?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, if they're owned by Mela, I would hope that they're using Mela's coffee.
I like their landscaping, too. They have very nice landscaping.
All it is vines on a brick wall.
No, but down by the where you pull in, like, by the curb, there's, like, little succulents.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Little plants you can.
You want to
buy
talk
at the
about how
cafe.
we defeated you in the funnel cake
Yeah,
contest?
we
Fuck up. Shut
kicked
the
your
fuck
ass. You're making
I was-
too much noise.
right behind you guys.
No, you weren't.
You were way behind. I watched the video. You were like,
Yeah.
please, I need one.
They posted us on the Apple Blossom thing, too.
Did they?
Dude, I was like literally trying to stand up as he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a photo finish."
So, for those of you that are really confused, Apple Blossom annually does a big funnel cake eat off, and it's a huge event. But the entire town shows up for it. And basically,
There was a lot of people there, though.
Wasn't the whole town though?
Just kidding. It's just like a thing they do at like a million different things. But basically, whoever can eat the... Shut the fuck up. So... So basically, it's... Storm, I will kick you off my set.
This is my set.
So basically, it's like where you... There's different teams, and how it works is you have to eat a funnel cake and be the first to get done eating. Except the catch is that you can't use your own hands. Your hands have to be behind your back. Then you need a partner to feed it to you. And whoever eats it the fastest wins. And Finley and I kicked Storm and Ellen's ass.
Bullshit! I was literally
So
right behind you.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
We'll show you Lisa's video of us.
I watched the video, and I also watched you shoving your hands down Henry's throat.
Dude,
Yeah, it worked.
I thought I was gonna like bite off your finger. Like a couple times, like when I had like a crunchy bit, I was like, "Oh shit!" I just bit her finger off.
It would have been worth it, though. $50.
We each got $50.
Nice crisp bill. Ew.
Oh,
Do you like? The shirts they gave us were very interesting.
Storm's an Appalette mom.
I'm peeling off all my nails right now.
Thank you.
Women,
Okay,
Woman.
I'm almost done with this hand. I'll put them out for you, Storm.
please don't.
And then after we got done kicking Storm and Ellen's ass, Finley and I went to
The new library.
the Liber.
We have a new. They built a new
Liberar.
library. Okay, I feel like I don't know how loud to talk because I can't hear
Right there,
myself.
perfect.
I know, but this is a hard volume for me to talk at.
Too quiet then?
Talk right there.
Like, this is not how I would normally talk.
Here, take
Well-
these.
No, it's fine.
Put these in. They're your headphones. Take them in.
We can each have one. Just...
No, you just win. Is that better? Can you hear it?
I don't like this.
So you can be able to, you can be able to hear stuff a lot better.
Ew, stop it. Oh, yeah, library. Oh, I don't... You can, like,
It's pronounced
hear.
Liberar.
Put them both in. It's weird if you just have one in it. Put them both in. Commit. Don't be a baby. We're professional podcasters. We do this all the
That's
time.
weird.
How's that feel?
So the library, huh? I haven't been
There-
there since like 3rd grade.
Well, they redid it. in the school.
I'm aware.
And it was like yellow and nice. But then we went upstairs and there was a entire filing case full of old reels. And they had this big machine and you could put the reel on there and you could look at all the pictures.
Oh, that's sick.
And it was this huge like screen and it was all manual and you could move it. It was like a big microscope basically. and you could look at the film, and it was all Wenatchee Worlds from like 1898 on.
It was baller.
So we looked
Sick.
at Wenatchee. What was it called though? Something different.
It was called the Daily Apple.
Or it was something weird. Or the
It was like a little
Wenatchee
bit different.
Press or something.
Yeah.
And we looked at one from like 1916.
And it's like this giant ass machine that's like huge.
Yeah, it's big.
And like you put the film and the instructions are really unclear, and then you feel like you're gonna break the machine at every step, and then finally you like see film and it like puts it up on this TV, and it's pretty sick.
Yeah, and then we looked at, it was a compilation of old court documents, and there was one from like 1868, like between governors of like Wenatchee and East Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Stop.
I'm sorry.
And they had this big long list of all these different things you could look at. They had like the Leavenworth Times. They had the Omak one, Okanagan.
Leavenworth has a newspaper?
Or they used to, and there was like ones from all over the state and all sorts of documents you could look at. And there was just these 4 like filing cabinets full of just these reels, and I think you could bring in your own ones to look at it too if you wanted to.
Yeah, so if you have any film, we could take it in and look at it.
And the newspapers were really, really cool.
I don't think it does color though. I think you gotta do theirs.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was super cool. I've never been in a library before. It was cool.
Yeah, Henry was appreciating some. Oh, and we made little coasters. They have a
yeah.
little craft you could make in the kids
the
area.
library?
Yeah, the kids area
It was the
always has
teen
little
area,
crafts.
the young adult area.
Yeah, sorry.
We're not kids.
And Henry stop.
My bad.
Henry looked at some very interesting books.
About pleasure. And gay sex.
Okay.
There was this book called The Pleasure Gap.
What'd you learn about? Please.
The Pleasure Gap, basically, it's that women just don't orgasm as easily as men, and it's just not fair. And as a society, we have to have progressive feminists to really try and close this gap and let all orgasms be equal. What did you show him? Let me see. Hey, we're gonna try and do video next week.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Ooh, I'm gonna order a boom mop.
Dude, we say that every week.
No.
That's a boom arm right there.
No, I want the one that you attach
I
to
know
the
what
table.
you mean.
I think we both need one.
Yeah, I have one, and I keep forgetting to grab it. You have to remind me.
Excited for the film festival?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got any more info on that?
No, but
Right.
you'll.
If you guys didn't know, Finley's the one that's coordinating this whole thing.
No, I'm not.
Yes, she
It's
is, pretty
not
much.
my side of Apple Leaf.
Who's in charge?
But I am a part of the other club that's running it.
What?
So, Model UN runs it too, and
Oh, it's
I'm like
co-run?
president of Model UN too. So, but it's just because I'm editor in chief of Apple Leaf, I also have to work on this. But this is more it's more so Dylan should be running it by himself, but.
Who is running it, though? Is it Dylan running it, or is it you running
Well,
it?
Dylan's running all the financial stuff and emailing businesses. Like, he got the thing with NCW Life, and he's trying to get all the sponsors so they have, like, rewards, and we're getting money, too.
Have you got any more films yet?
No.
So it's still the 2?
Yeah, and we're going to show a North 40.
Which
film.
one? Do you know?
I guess there's one about fire and then one about something else, and we're trying to find one that's, like, not boring and actually is... Not saying that's boring, but something that actually, like, high school students would want to watch. And we're making our own film, too. Like, a film about... Not about WHS, but we're asking students questions, and we're going to compile it. Just more of, like, a silly
You could...
thing.
Could probably hit up someone like Vortex. They might have some films too that you might be able to show.
Well, North 40 is going to be coming, so...
Oh, they're coming. Oh, yeah, maybe
we'll
not.
have North 40 there. We'll have NCW Life there. And I think we're going to have those people talk too, and then I think we're gonna do an interview segment with you guys because that's kind of like what Apple Leaf does is interviews. But you guys are doing an interview with NCW Life.
What is
earlier.
Model UN doing for it?
They're just helping plan it. And they get like a little bit of the money. But Model UN doesn't really need any money because we go on one trip a year and we get a lot of grant money for
Don't
that
you guys
club.
just do stuff in the beginning of the year and then not?
Yeah, but we have like about $8,000 of just grant money right now because Mr. Tiedemann just applied for a lot of grants and was able to get them. And I think we need to apply for more grants for Apple Leaf, but there's usually not as many journalism grants because most journalism classes can get CTE money, but we can't because Mrs. G doesn't have a degree in journalism and isn't a certified CTE teacher, so we don't get nice cameras or everything paid for.
You guys have the nicest classroom in the high school. You guys have a whole computer lab in your classroom.
Have you seen the yearbook
Actually,
room?
I haven't.
It's like 10 times nicer, and they have like $5,000 cameras.
Isn't it just the videography room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different though.
It's just because
Like, you have, like, a
shit ton of
whole-
computers.
They
in
have a whole office that's nicer than ours for a yearbook. That's kind of like ours, but it's like nicer, and they have nicer computers and expensive ass cameras, and they have like 10 of them. We have 2 old cameras, and they have like the big whitey Lindsay thingies.
This isn't on the thing, but I hate the yearbook cover.
Oh,
Oh
it
my
looks
God, yeah, it's
awful.
such a
It's
stupid
so
idea.
stupid.
The idea on it is so stupid.
And Netflix is kind of like not the most relevant thing either.
No,
right
It
now.
like it just feels like this is gonna be so outdated and is like not good looking at all. And like, when am I gonna be in like 30 years? You know, like
Well, it's because Caitlin's an idiot and doesn't know how to plan anything.
Shh.
we don't name drop. We don't name drop.
Especially if you're going to be
Sorry.
calling him an idiot.
Sorry.
Sorry, Caitlin. I do not think
Just
you're an
edit
idiot.
it out.
we do not.
Can't you
No,
just
we're not.
edit it out?
No, Caitlin, we do not condone this. Finley's
Well,
gonna
she
formally
stood me at-
apologize right now.
She stood
Please.
me up
Finley.
3 times for
Who
yearbook photos.
who asked? Just apologize, please.
Come on, we're
Kaylin,
not
if
trying
you're
to start stuff.
watching, I'm sorry. You take nice photos. You took very good Apple Blossom royalty pictures. And I'm sorry. And I suck too. So we can just
Yeah.
suck together. Because everybody hates the Apple Leaf too. So, you know,
But yeah,
nobody can like anything, especially Henry. Because just if you have a negative outlook on things, it's hard to see it
That's
positively.
not true. I thought they did a good job at prom. But I do acknowledge that I didn't like prom, but I thought they did a good job
Yeah.
of putting it together.
Valid. You didn't like Field Day though,
I
and
thought
everybody
Field
else
Day-
liked Field Day.
I'm not everybody else. I'm allowed to not like
Well,
things
you
that-
can't not like Field Day when you didn't even stay for Field Day.
I was there for enough of it to be like, this isn't for me, and I have work I need to get done. So I don't know. It just I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was very amusing to watch 15 popular kids play musical chairs. But I'm sure majority of the student body really came out there amped to watch a really long game of musical chairs.
I thought it was funny. I don't know. I like taking pictures though. So I took a lot of pictures and it was cool. And we took a big drone shot of all the students, not all of them. People came and filled out 2022 and we're putting that on the cover of the last issue. Our big 39, 40 page issue, it's huge. It's like 3 times the size of our other issues.
How much is it gonna cost?
A lot. Like, it's like $2,500.
What? You know, it'd be kind of cool, is if like the Apple Leaf did like so like you guys how often do you guys do a issue like once a month
Once a
or
month.
you guys should do like little mini articles like on a website.
If we had enough, we have a website and we have done that in all previous years, but we just don't have enough people to do it anymore. We have like 4 editors when we're supposed to have like 12. So
Bummer.
it's just, we can barely do what we're doing right now. Also, I don't know the password to the website, so it kind of makes it hard.
Does anyone know the password to the website?
I don't know.
That is rough. Apple Leaf's like its own class, right?
Yeah, but I do like posting stuff on the Instagram. Like, I
Or
feel
even
like
there would
a
be
lot.
good too.
I've been trying to do it more. It's just like once I get busy, it's hard. If I don't go through the photos right away, or if other people take them, it makes it hard.
Yeah,
But if
like
I take the photos, I just go in right away and I look at them, and then I just try and write a long caption.
Like a month later of
I did the field day ones right away.
Well, the photos of the walkout. It's like a month later.
That wasn't me though. I didn't do that. Mine are. I usually try and because if I don't look at the SD card right away, it just doesn't get looked at for a long time. And I take most of the pictures just because nobody else likes leaving their own homes. Lazy.
Henry just like disappeared for a second.
Sorry, there's some more drum corps tea, everyone. A friend of mine got apparently emailed from the Bluecoats.
Who did?
A friend, like someone that you know.
Yeah, in the from the Cascades. But which is weird because they didn't have any more information about her than me. Right, so like you just put your name, your phone number, what high school you go to, what grade.
Was it like a Google form that you like filled out, something like that?
Well, maybe
which is
people
why I'm like interested into why maybe they're looking for women is what it is because she's a girl and they're just trying